Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into decoding the incredible evolutionary history and the seriously high-stakes medical utility flowing right through your veins. You know, your blood is this constant, steady rhythm keeping you alive, but it actually contains a secret code, a code that's been written over millennia.
So what does your blood really reveal about you? Well, it's way more than just a clinical file. It is, quite literally, a biological echo of humanity's past. I mean, think about it. Before there were borders, before empires, before we even started farming, we were survivors. And the specific type of blood that kept those early survivors alive, it's still pulsing through millions of people today.
Section 1. The Ancestral Survivor. We have to begin our journey right at the dawn of humanity, with the absolute default setting of our species, type O positive. Now, this isn't just a common blood type, it's the ancestral blood, the genetic fingerprint of the very earliest hunter-gatherers. When we track human history, we can actually see exactly how our blood adapted. It started out on the ancient savanna with type O, shifted when we built early agricultural settlements and developed type A, and then evolved yet again across these harsh, nomadic, migratory routes to create type B.
It's really fascinating how overwhelmingly the ancestral survivor, O positive, and the early builder, A positive, absolutely dominate our global population today. O positive flows in nearly 4 out of every 10 people on Earth. That makes it the clear majority leader in trauma centers, especially since it can be safely transfused into any patient with a positive blood type. And right behind it, A positive, sitting at 30%. But you know, this dominance definitely didn't come for free.
Because the crucial point here is that every single evolutionary advantage comes with a price tag. Let's take type O positive. It grants its carriers this incredible kind of neurological armor. Studies consistently show that type O individuals actually have a significantly lower risk of developing cognitive decline, like dementia and Alzheimer's as they age, which is amazing. But on the flip side, there's a heavy evolutionary toll. That ancestral code left a door wide open for Helicobacter pylori. That's the bacteria responsible for agonizing stomach ulcers. Plus, because type O has lower clotting factors, well, that's great for preventing heart attacks, but it becomes a terrifying liability in a severe accident when doctors desperately need to stop a hemorrhage.
Section 2. Builders and Wanderers.
Let's move on and see how our blood adapted when humans finally stopped hunting, started building, and essentially moved from the savanna to the very first crowded cities. Enter type A positive. As our diet shifted to grain-based farming, our blood had to quickly adapt to the new diseases that were festering in these dense, settled populations. So the A antigen acted as an evolutionary immune shield against these plagues. But there is a serious stress tax. That exact same A antigen is sticky. It makes type A blood cells much more prone to clumping, which directly raises the risk of dangerous blood clots and strokes. And honestly, what's even more fascinating, type A individuals naturally produce higher baseline levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. So that fight or flight readiness was absolutely perfect for surviving early civilization. But today, it turns modern everyday anxieties, like deadlines and sitting in traffic, into a chronic burden that's felt right down to the cellular level. Next up, we track the genetic signature of the traveler. Found in only about 10% of the population, type B positive is the blood of the wanderer. This specific bloodline thrived in the harshest, most rapidly changing environments on Earth, spreading with the great nomadic migrations across the high plains of Central Asia and the Middle East. Now, because they were constantly moving, type B wanderers forged a highly specialized immune toolkit. They built up powerful resistance against some of history's most vicious bacterial enemies. But as we know, specialization creates blind spots. This incredibly highly tuned immune system can actually be overreactive, leaving type B individuals much more susceptible to long-term inflammatory and autoimmune conditions. Plus, their ancient metabolism was literally built for a pastoralist life of meat and fermented dairy. And that biological engine, it violently clashes with the high-sugar, heavily processed diets of our modern world.
Section 3. The Modern Enigma. So eventually, populations shifted once again. The blood of the builder and the blood of the wanderer combined to create something entirely new, a biological mystery that, evolutionarily speaking, really shouldn't even exist. I'm talking about AB positive. This is a very modern biological blend resulting from type A and type B populations mixing relatively recently in human history, and because of this complex blend, their red blood cells have everything. Their immune system basically recognizes all other blood types as friendly, making them the universal recipient. In a desperate medical emergency, they're the ultimate biological welcome mat.
And while that medical superpower is just phenomenal, I mean, they can receive A, B, O, positive or negative blood, this newness
comes with a pretty shocking vulnerability. Because their immune system is so incredibly tolerant and welcoming, the gates are essentially left unguarded against certain bacterial infections, specifically things like E. coli and Salmonella. And disturbingly, multiple large-scale studies have shown that type AB individuals carry the absolute highest risk of developing cognitive impairment and memory loss later in life compared to every single other blood type. It's a steep, silent price for having that modern complexity.
Section 4. The Universal Heroes.
Okay, now we are going to pivot completely away from the common positive types and descend into the precarious, incredibly high-stakes world of the missing antigens, the negative blood types. To really understand these universal heroes, we have to talk about the Rh factor. It's just a specific protein on red blood cells. But the complete absence of this protein is exactly what defines a negative blood type. They are biologically anonymous. And it's this very emptiness that makes their blood so unbelievably valuable to humanity, yet so terribly dangerous for them to carry.
Just take O negative, the ultimate savior. Found in less than 7% of the population, their red blood cells are total blank slates. There are no A antigens, no B antigens, no Rh factor. In an emergency room, this is liquid gold. It's literally the very first bag of blood paramedics will grab because it can be given to anyone without triggering a catastrophic immune reaction. But for the person actually carrying it, their safety net is terrifyingly small. They can only receive blood from other O-negative donors. And on top of that, they face severe, elevated risks from gut-shredding infections like cholera and norovirus.
This missing factor also creates a hidden reproductive danger for all negative blood types. If an Rh-negative mother carries an Rh-positive baby, her immune system can actually view her own child's blood as a foreign invader. Left completely unchecked by modern medicine, her body will start creating antibodies that attack and destroy the baby's red blood cells. It basically turns a pregnancy into a biological battleground.
Section 5. The Statistical Ghosts. As we plunge even deeper into the scarcity scale, the numbers just keep getting smaller and the medical stakes get astronomically high. These are the statistical ghosts of the human population. Representing less than 2% of the world, A-negative individuals essentially walk a medical tightrope. They carry the incredible strength and immune defense of the ancient farmer, but they suffer from a dangerously limited donor pool. If they ever need a transfusion, their options are strictly restricted to A-negative or the universal O-negative. That's it.
And if you think that is rare, B-negative is almost invisible. It flows in the veins of only about 1% of the entire human population. This is the nomadic wanderer perfectly combined with extreme Rh-negative rarity. Every single B-negative donation is flagged and tracked across healthcare systems because making a compatible transfusion is just a desperate race against time for this microscopic fraction of humanity.
Finally, we arrive at the absolute edge of human variation, AB negative. Found in less than half of 1% of the global population. It is a blood type so vanishingly rare you are literally more than 80 times more likely to be O positive.
And here is the ultimate paradox of AB negative. While their own red cell supply is an exclusive fortress, meaning they can receive blood from almost no one, their plasma is the exact opposite. Because it contains absolutely no aggressive antibodies, this makes AB negative the universal plasma donor. It's a universally safe liquid gold that can save absolutely anyone in a crisis. The rarest person on Earth holds the unique, life-saving power to save everyone else. How amazing is that?
What we've uncovered in this explainer today proves that your blood really is a diary, written by your ancestors. It tells a vivid story of exactly where you came from, what your ancestors somehow managed to survive, and the hidden strengths and hidden vulnerabilities that you carry with you every single day. Whether you're the universal donor or the universal recipient, you are a living link to an ancient, unbroken chain of survival.
So, I have to ask you, which of these 8 ancient bloodlines are you carrying right now? Let us know your blood type down in the comments, and share which hidden vulnerability or incredible superpower actually surprised you the most today. Are you the ancient survivor, the builder, the wanderer, or maybe one of the statistical ghosts? Think about it, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.